Welcome to Thomasville Insights with the City of Thomasville. On the podcast, we'll talk to experts on everything from Thomasville history and events to daily operations and city business, all while having some fun in the process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thomasville Insights. I am Austin Reams, and I am here with Ricky Zambrano, the sports jinx, who every team he roots for, they have problems. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're here, but I'm so sorry about your sports teams. Columbia losing recently. Are you okay over there?
Nope, not okay. Not okay. I actually told our director of marketing, Christy Owens, our faithful leader,
yes,
that I was not coming back to work for about a year, or maybe till the next World Cup.
Wow.
So I'm going to stick to that promise. But I came in today just because you asked me to.
That's right. That's
so
right.
You called me this morning, told me to wake up, show up.
That's right.
So
we have a special show today.
It is special.
One of the favorites of the season, I think, by a lot of us, because it is the Intern Takeover. So tell the audience a little bit about that one.
It's a takeover, kind of like what you left out.
Okay.
You left out the takeover that the New York Knicks had of the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, so
listen, when my teams win, you gotta give me at least a little shout out because last place Mets, Columbia gets knocked out, the U.S. gets knocked out of the World Cup as well. I mean, Knicks in 5, we at least got to celebrate that one. So, but in all seriousness, in the internship program, what a special piece of Team Thomasville. 4th year now.
Yep.
And very proud to have been part of the HR team that launched the internship program 4 years ago now. And it's been phenomenal. A lot of people may not know, but in 2025, our group of interns, out of our 7 interns that we had in 2025, 3 of those were hired on and are now full-time employees with Team Thomasville.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And we can talk a lot about what internships do, why do you do it, but the reality of it is why do you not do it?
Yeah.
That you create opportunities, you create insight into the organization, and you're giving back to those that hopefully will replace us.
Yeah.
Not hard to replace us.
That's right. I feel like I'm very replaceable. As we say,
AI can easily replace us.
That's right. Ricky and I, we're in the marketing department. We are the thorn among the roses there, the marketing department. So,
did you get the tattoo yet?
No tattoos for me.
Okay.
But
I thought we were told we had to get tattoos.
Yeah. So we could get into a whole tattoo discussion. That would be interesting. But back to the interns, I'm always impressed by the ones that we're going to have on this show. But a lot of great interns that we've had with just work ethics and just knowledge that they have, enthusiasm that they have. It's always kind of a program to look forward to see. And I like learning from them. There's always kind of little things that I pick up or things that they're learning in school. So I think our audience is going to like it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and this segment, launched a couple of years back, and it was the brainchild of the interns as well. And for the 3rd year running now, we'll have our intern takeover, where our interns will run the show, knock us out of the way, and looking forward to introducing our host for this segment, which will be Harper Page.
Hi, my name's Harper Page, and I am going to be your host for today's Intern Takeover. I go to the University of Georgia, and I am a mechanical engineering major, and I am now working with the engineering department at the City of Thomasville as an intern. So as mentioned, today's episode is going to be a little bit different, as we have our wonderful hardworking interns with us, including me, and we are taking over the Thomasville Insights podcast. So let me just introduce our first guest, because there will be another segment. Our first guest is Alyssa Bradshaw.
Hello.
And our second guest is Takina Pettis.
Hi.
All right. Y'all too, will you give us a little bit of background information, where you're from, your major, what school you go to, and what department you're working in?
My name's Alyssa Bradshaw. I grew up in Thomasville, and, this is where I lived. That's one of the reasons I chose to work with the City of Thomasville. I currently go to Valdosta State University and am majoring in business management with a minor in international business. And I currently am working with the customer service department as an intern.
My name is Jakina. I go to Valdosta State University. I'm from Thomasville, Georgia. I'm a senior, and my major is computer information systems. And I'm an intern for the IT department.
Wow, 2 people from the same university. Alyssa, I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. What is something that surprised you about the customer service department?
Something that has surprised me by the customer service department. I will say it was a shock to me whenever I learned that there was multiple departments inside the customer service department. You would think, oh, all they do is answer calls, take people where they need to go, be the people who help at the front desk. It's a lot more than that. There's 7 different departments.
What are all inside of them? Can you name them?
Maybe. So I'm currently with cashiering for a couple of weeks. They have me going around to each one. Cashiering, billing, collections, call center, new accounts, dispatch, tax, and something to do with business tax or whatever.
Oh, wow. That's
I'm not sure about that one. I'm not going to that one, so.
So you're the intern for all of those departments?
Essentially, except for that last one.
Okay. So, Jakina, IT is a very big part of, honestly, any company in general, especially the City of Thomasville. So I just kind of want you to tell us in the audience a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis, any projects you're working on. I know you help with the ticketing system. I've used your help multiple times for my computer. But just tell us a little bit about that and what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a very critical part of Thomasville, and I really didn't realize it until I actually did the internship. On a daily, I help with printers, monitors, PCs, anything involving a computer, basically. But, I help with tickets, of course. That's about it, literally. Anything technical related.
Do you have any projects that they've assigned you, or are you more focused on helping the people within the city?
Yeah, I wouldn't call them projects necessarily, but it's tasks that have been assigned. They're not big tasks, of course. But it's been a lot. And then we also go to Camilla every 2 weeks, so it's I'll be able to help.
How many times have you been over there so far?
Maybe 3, because we go every other Thursday, so.
Oh, wow. So just a quick question. What do you think would be your advice for those that are planning or want to apply for an internship with Team Thomasville next summer?
I would honestly say just apply, because me, I didn't think I was going to get it.
Me as well.
Same. It was just off a faith thing. I say just do it. And it's definitely some good experience. Because now I have insight on what I want to do when I graduate. So it's very helpful. Yeah.
Alyssa?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think especially the customer service internship, it gives you a lot of insight in how companies deal with customers, both the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting how, your major is not exactly customer service.
Not exactly.
And I think that it's so neat that you got the opportunity to intern with something outside of what you're planning on doing, but it still was useful for you. And there's other interns like Keely, who will be in our second segment, who is not within what their major is, but is still gaining valuable experience. All right. I have a quick little fun quip for y'all. Do you have a Thomasville hot take? Something maybe that is a slightly disagreeable opinion, not too crazy, but maybe an underrated restaurant or your favorite activity to do that not a lot of people know about here in Thomasville? It's okay if y'all need a moment to think it over.
I don't think it's really a hot take. I think we need more diversity in our food choices. I feel like we have a lot of Mexican
A lot of
food
Mexican, yes.
and a lot of chicken.
We are in South Georgia, so I think the fried chicken does make sense.
True.
I know a lot of my coworkers love to go over to Chicken Delight, which is just across the street from our office.
Yes,
almost
a lot of
every single day.
Yep.
Jacana?
I can't really think of nothing, but I agree on what she said because I eat the same thing almost every day.
Okay, I will give y'all mine since you didn't have an answer. I think that everyone needs to start utilizing and taking advantage of the free community events that we have here. For example, something that I've really liked and enjoyed to do since I've been back home for the summer is there is line dancing classes that's put on by the community that is really fun. It's a great way to find community. And I would just say that that's definitely underused. Not a lot of people know about stuff like that, but keep an eye out for, different pages and people that are trying to put on stuff because that's how you make a community. Mm-hmm. All right. That'll be all with this first segment. Thank you so much for joining us, Alyssa and Jacana. But we will be back shortly for our segment 2 of the Intern Takeover podcast. Welcome back to the second segment of our Intern Takeover. I'm Harper, in case you didn't remember. And today, right now, we have with us for the second segment, Jack Lee, who's the finance intern, and Keely Walden, who's the marketing Main Street intern. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your school, your major, where you're from. Go ahead, Jack.
Sure. I'm from Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm a rising second year at the University of Florida, and my major is finance.
And Keely?
I am from Thomasville, Georgia. I currently am a junior at Mississippi State University. I'm an accounting major with a minor in business administration.
Wow, a lot of big SEC names in the studio with us today. A lot of rivalries, let's just say. All right. As an intern, we're exposed to a lot of different personalities and levels of professional experience that you aren't really accustomed to within a classroom setting. So what have you done in the short period of time so far that we've been here to try and learn about your teammates and your coworkers' personalities and just kind of the way that their office works?
So, I think everyone has a different background and different field of experience. So I think what worked for me was being able to talk to somebody in the office about something that maybe wasn't about work, maybe about football. The person who sits right next to me, her name's Lori McCardle, and she's this diehard Georgia fan. And on the on the first day of the internship, we're actually talking about that a little bit. So, I'd probably just say talk to them about something other than work, something that you can relate to outside of it.
Yeah, I definitely say that that's a good strategy to try and get to know your coworkers. Keely?
One thing that has helped me learn about the people I work with is some of them are like go with the flow and others are like quick with it and all over the place. So I think in the middle of like moving, I try to take each one to read the room, figure out if it's going to be a go with the flow day or like quick and everywhere. And that has definitely helped me learn everybody's personalities and how each day is going to go.
Yeah. How has moving been for you?
Austin gave me a drill and I've built everything for the new building so far. So it's going good.
He's really putting you to work there.
Yeah.
All right. I will say a little piece of advice from me is definitely talking to everyone in the office. That's what I've enjoyed doing the most. And just saying good morning whenever you walk through the door. I feel like that's a very underrated way to talk to everyone, honestly. So, Jack, how is it working directly under the CFO? Also, what has that experience put into perspective of what you want to do, like in the future career?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. our CFO is Ashley Kaysen. She's very qualified. And also, I think that she has a lot of leadership qualities. So I think, being in the office, seeing how she like delegates tasks to all of her employees and like seeing kind of like how she works has definitely been helpful. As for what I want to do in the future and basing it off of what Miss Ashley does, I'd say that I think a lot of it is multitasking. And I don't know, I think it's pretty stressful when you're trying to manage a $140 million budget like Thomasville does. So, but I think that, throughout college, I'll definitely get to learn more about like my capabilities and like how much I can handle. So I think a lot of it is a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. All right, Keely. Obviously, you've been a part of the moving process and the renovations for the municipal building. What's something that you've really learned or really taken to heart and you will move forward with in your own life from this experience?
One thing that I've learned during this renovation is it's not as simple as building a house. When you have a historic building, there's a lot of stuff that's been crammed in here over years. That takes time to move. It also takes time to get grants and stuff signed because it is a historic building and there's a lot of rules and stuff that go into place.
Yeah.
So it's not as simple as snapping your fingers and get the construction going. So I think having to adapt and take your time to do something this big of a project is something I've learned.
Yeah, I will say both of us have seen similar things with our old high school because it's a historical building and they recently renovated it crazy. There's so many new buildings that I haven't even gotten the chance to see.
It's huge and so different than how it was.
Have you had a chance to go inside? It just looks crazy. The whole entrances are different and everything. I do have a question, seeing as though, we have, all three of us are from very large, state schools. What would you say was your experience or the pressure that you felt with getting a summer internship, and why, or if so, how did that push you to find this one?
I actually not from Thomasville like the other interns here. I think my first time stepping into Thomasville was for the interview for the internship. And I'd say the pressure on getting an internship, there's definitely a lot of pressure inside of like the business school on getting an internship, but I think you should just try to be the best in being, true to yourself and just like being comfortable with yourself, regardless if you get an internship or not. But overall, I think coming to Thomasville has been a awesome choice and definitely learned a lot since I've been here.
Keely?
I feel like there's this pressure and norm that you have to have internships stacked up on your resume. But really, I don't look at it that way. I feel like an internship is a way to learn where you want to go in life. So I think really the, quote, pressure for me to find an intern was to figure out what path I wanted to take in life.
Yeah. How has this internship, even though it's not on kind of what the average person would see as on track for what your major is, how would you say that this has influenced your opinions towards your life path and your career path?
People don't realize that, like, you still do have accounting factors in marketing. Like, we have to count and make sure everything balances with the register.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it's opened my eyes up to not set straight onto an accounting job.
Other opportunities.
But it's given me a lot of chances to figure out where I want to go in life.
Yeah. Okay, Jack, I do have a question for you. You said you're from Arkansas. Can you tell me a little bit about why first you went to UF, and then I know you said that you had never stepped foot in Thomasville for the interview, but how did you find the City of Thomasville internship, like even just to apply?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, but also I have grandparents in Hayhira. My dad actually grew up in Tifton, so I kind of wanted to intern somewhere where I'd be close to them and be able to go over on the weekends. So yeah, that was probably the main reason why.
Yeah.
I wanted to find an internship in this area.
Mm-hmm. And then for UF, what drew you there from Arkansas? Just the proximity to family, or?
Yeah, I'd say that, and also the academics. UF has some of the best academics in the Southeast, but also I love the state of Florida. So yeah, I'd say just the whole vibe of UF and Florida.
Yeah, I understand. What's something about this internship that really drew you in, or is what made you apply for it that you weren't expecting? So, like, obviously, Jack, you really liked the proximity to family. Keely, you were raised here. Go ahead, Keely.
Something that stood out to me about the internship is that I grew up in a small town, and people don't realize how much the city of Thomasville does for our town. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, let me take a step into the city environment, see if I wanted to go like the city route or like private in the future. And I think something that stood out was when I did my interview, April, Christy, and Katie were so welcoming, and like I didn't feel judged or like pressure to say certain things around them. And so once I applied for it and did the interview and then got the position, it was easy yes for me to come on because I felt welcomed and didn't feel judged and had to act a certain way in the internship, where I know like some of my friends who are in bigger internships, they have to act or do a certain
thing.
Be
a very like professional, very, I understand. I will say the Team Thomasville has been very welcoming, I feel like, to all of our interns. We have a great team here, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with everyone. Jack?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I actually have never heard, or I've never seen the word municipality before. But I think that working in a municipality, you can definitely see the impact of what you do for the community. I think a lot of the work is meaningful. So yeah, I'd say just being able to see how measurable of an impact you have on the people in Thomasville.
Thank you so much, Jack, Keely, our other interns. I just want to give a quick shout out to Colin Crocker and Cameron Jones, who are two of our other interns who couldn't be here with us on the show today, but we are so thankful for them and all the work that they do. I just want to go over some upcoming events and announcements. On July 24th, we have the Kids Community Day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Ritz Amphitheater. This will have lots of back-to-school supplies, food, music, and so much more. And if you want to meet the faces behind the voices, all of the interns will be there, so you'll get your chance then. If you would like to see any more community events like the Kids Community Day, you can go to discoverthomasville.com and go to the community calendar. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to our host who let me host this time, Ricky and Austin. Thank you so much. But just a reminder to subscribe to Thomasville Insights on your favorite listening app. Thank you so much for letting me host for you today.
You've been listening to Thomasville Insights with the City of Thomasville. The show is produced by the City of Thomasville Marketing Department. The show's music is by pond5.com. To learn more about the City of Thomasville, visit thomasville.org or follow us on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite listening app so you don't miss an episode. Thanks for listening.